Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. It's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. Indianapolis Colts versus Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals set and ready to go on offense, leading the charge out of LSU. Joe Burrow, the #1 overall pick back in April. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
And when you talk about the traits that make Joe Burrow successful, you got to start with his head. This guy thinks the game, sees the game, loves the game. Then you go to the arm. He can make every throw. And then within a play, 2nd and 3rd reaction plays that are big ones downfield. That was why he won the Heisman Trophy, and that was why I voted for him, in addition to him winning a national championship.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Burrow looking to pass. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Taylor, and he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So the Colts in great position here as they get things started. They are led out by an 8-time Pro Bowler in his 16th season out of Cal. It's Aaron Rodgers.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. Threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And this time he is in. Nyheim Hines, his 5th touchdown. Down now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Around 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It was Harrison Smith there up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
1st down, Cincinnati.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Play action. It's Burrow. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Justin Jefferson. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker, because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
As we check the Next Gen Stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down, and that's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jet sweep. Here comes Jefferson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Cincinnati score. Jonathan Taylor, 83 yards, and the Bengals have taken the lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. Bass on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Indy set to go on offense once more. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On first down, Rodgers. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
By Jordan Brooks.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Albert Wilson, 77 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Come on, boy. Come on. 20-yard line.
Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game.
But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways, what you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple of blocks. They look good doing it there. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
First down.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They run with Hines. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Hines. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 29, Rodgers over the middle to Smith. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Come on now.
A good pickup there at 22.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Well, the protection was pretty good there. He was able to hold on to that for a long time, but just nobody could get open.
Excellent coverage downfield. As you mentioned, no one could get open, and he's just trying to avoid the sack and get the ball out of there, but he ends up dumping it off, and it ends up as a negative yardage play.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
23-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Burrow will throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Nothing's free. Nothing's free. Second down pass. Intercepted. The Colts take. Over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this is caught at the 8. And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, and it's the Ravens who have the lead as they play the second quarter. Baker Mayfield has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. 2 touchdown passes there for Jimmy Garoppolo. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they lead the visiting Browns in that one at halftime. Quincy Enunwa, a touchdown catch in that first half. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They run again with Hines. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to... stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone to... To how did each play work? Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that will be incomplete as well.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him. Throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Rodgers. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Still going. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Second down and goal. Rodgers to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now we got third and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. Third and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
That's the score. Colts 23.
It's his third field goal now with a ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go play action with Burrow. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down. Now it's Burrow. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From midfield now, Burrow complete. Jefferson to target. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. First down. Here's Burrow. Open man is Duvernay. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That's complete, right around the 8. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage.
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Devin Duvernay, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a Bengals score.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. That's complete to Mooney. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. Rodgers to throw once more. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines. He scored on the ground and through the air. Are once again going to retake the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time, and the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Burrow now, a big spot for the Heisman Trophy winner. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they go play action now. Burrow. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the Colts' 35-yard line.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Now it's Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's unable to haul it. So it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Taylor pass on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal, And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
Rodgers to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now it's Hines. Fighting through and he's got space. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On first down, Hines. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. This is Hines. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was just thinking take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. A 39.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Hoosier State will celebrate tonight as the Colts have won it.
Bengals.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Indianapolis,
go, let's go. On the hop, fellas, on the hop. Who wants it? Johnson out there today. Gotta be built. Cowboy 80. Okay, break. Ready? Set up. 60, back up.
All right, this is it. The gold standard. We are going for gold. Let's go for gold.
today, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bengal offense set to go and leading them out. The number 1 overall pick back in April out of LSU, Joe Burrow.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes. Right. So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
So much about defending. Is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll run with Taylor. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Now Taylor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say. That there, he had no time to do much of anything. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Adam Humphries deep to return. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. So here comes the Browns offense with a long field ahead. They'll be led out by the reigning Super Bowl MVP in his 4th year now. It's Patrick Mahomes.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, you know, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you've really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 10-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run here with Eckler. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Mahomes going to throw. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He finds Humphreys. And he is going to have a Browns first down as he'll be marked down at yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
First down, Cleveland.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. They'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now Eckler. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Austin Eckler His third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Taylor. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground. Field goal range, punt, go for it, but as you said, they picked it up. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. That time to... Offensively, looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. complete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he will take it on in for Bengals touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 77 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. After the sack on first down, Mahomes. He's going to air one out. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They're going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll start with a give to Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
The give to Taylor. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Burrow on play action. He'll buy some time right. And boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, go into pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. Join Jonathan Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch rate. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And you can bet they're going to lean on him quite a bit, obviously. They did last week. It was over 100 yards. Also, AFC Player of the Week is announced Wednesday.
And until they take that away, I would continue to lean on him. Try and have another award for him, one in this game. But when you look back at last week, and you saw how he was able to find holes in the defense, but it's also the run after the catch. That's what made it impressive.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Again, it's Burrow. This is intercepted. Picked off near the 34. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that makes the score 14-7. Taken in at the 3. So we come upon the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Browns to take over. They're on top here as they've got the football 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Running on first down, Eckler. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. It was a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. For the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big game downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup. In the first half, he was holding check on the ground, but despite their lack of production, they still had the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's Eckler. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Mahomes firing complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Here's Mahomes to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Derek Brown in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 and the 4. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this 2nd half. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
It's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Tim Patrick, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns take advantage of field. Position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback. And they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Again, it's Taylor. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Back now in Cincinnati. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Escaping the pressure right. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Past the 20. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's good for 28 yards.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Being chased out left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
This will make it into the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. The pass complete. It's Bird. Fights through, and now a crease. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Looking sideline, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And again, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
That's the score. Browns 27, Bengals 14.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Good drive last time, really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play. Now Bengals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down. And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And no, it's incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
After 27.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. Room here to run. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they will take a knee here. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. The handoff, it's Eckler. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach in a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Browns, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3 and 4.
Tuesday. From Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23 between the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in April. From LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
On the draw is Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Able to find Higgins.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Running the jet sweep with Ridley. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down here. Sam Martin on to kick it away, as he should be able to pin him back. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Bengals will get the football back. They go play action with Burrow. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
That is incomplete. He was looking for his rookie Cole Kmet that time, and it's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Gordon. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Goff now to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. Deep contained, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. That's taken in by Duvernay. Rookie to rookie on the hook. Up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He will find the rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they do.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jump. That ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Yeah, the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, Goff, airing it out, looking for, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bengals getting set to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Play action. It's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans. The 30. The 20. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
They're on 31-yard line.
Sit. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. Man, that ain't me.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the 2nd level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
Devin Duvernay, the receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
In our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Burrow on play action. They'll roll him out right. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that what... veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. Space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Goff. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They run it here with Gordon. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A 1st down there on a... Pick up the 25.
First down, Tennessee.
Goff. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time you had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
That'll bring up fourth down as his Cincy defense stands up on third.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And this will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So he needed a little assist from his friend the right upright, but 3 points all the same.
Yeah, he's a right-footed kicker. Normally, you don't mess with the right upright as a right-footed kicker, right? You're trying to bring it back right to left. But in this case, he got the assist. Right was right.
Well, conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Third down.
Burrow will throw. Open man is Higgins. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to make it fourth down. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Flush to his right. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Justin Jefferson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive a touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Goff on first down. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their time. Timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Throwing again is Goff. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Goff throwing again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Makes the score Titans 20, Bengals.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
First and 10.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
What I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find it at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
At their own 25-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start with a give to Taylor.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
Burrow's pass intercepted by the Bengals.